Well, folks, welcome to another Friday fishing forecast, and it looks like it's going to be an absolutely beautiful weekend this weekend. The winds are going to lay down, especially going in tomorrow afternoon and to Sunday. It's going to be low 70s for the highs. It's going to be an absolutely beautiful weekend to be on the water. So if you get a chance, please get out on the water, do some fishing. The fishing actually should get pretty good with it warming up after this quick front that we had. So just kind of keep that in mind. I've heard the trout bite is still really good. The redfish bite has been kind of iffy. The snook bite was starting to get good until this last cold front. Then it shut them down a little bit, but they should get right back into swinging things. There was bait starting to show on the flats, and they were definitely at the markers and at the skyway. I would imagine that it dropped a little bit too much for them to stay on the flats, but they should be there by midweek next week. So there's a lot of bait around, a lot of things going on. Offshore, now a lot of people have been able to get a chance to get offshore because it was rough late into last weekend and then during the week. I talked to Captain Brandon McCorkle, and they went off, and he said it was good until about 1 o'clock, and then it got really rough, but the bite wasn't the best. He said it was a really tough bite. So, I took my grandson out, had a good time with him. We just went out to really just go and catch fish. It was just about going and getting fish. And that's exactly what we did. We caught a bunch of trout, caught some flounder, caught gags, caught red grouper, caught grunts. So we had a good time. It was nice having him on the boat. Again, this weekend looks like it's absolutely beautiful. So if you can get a chance to get out and fish, definitely do that. Let's go ahead and talk about the tides and solunars for this weekend. Okay, for the tides, on Saturday we have a low tide at 3:35 a.m. at a negative 0.3, and then we have a high tide at 7:26 p.m. at a 1.8 foot, and then on Sunday we have a low tide at 4:35 a.m. at a negative 0.5, and then we have a high tide at 9:03 p.m. at a 1.9 foot. For the solunars, we have a major feeding time from 6:54 to 8:54 a.m. Then we have a minor feeding time from 12:29 p.m. to 1:29 p.m. Then on Sunday, we have a major feeding time from 7:51 a.m. to 9:51 a.m. And we have a minor feeding time from 1:27 p.m. to 2:27 p.m. Now, if you guys look on those long incoming tides, like it's barely moving today, on those long incoming tides, I highly recommend you pay attention to the solunar periods, because those are going to be the best times that those fish are going to feed. Trust me, after years of being on the water and handling and keeping logs and getting an understanding of what was going on, especially these slow tides, the minor and major feeding times were the best times to target when these slow tides were coming in. So I just want to mention something. This last week we lost a great captain, a great person. I've known Captain Billy Nobles since I was guiding, which is 2004, so about 20 years. And we never fished together, but we always talked in the water when we weren't on the water and we saw each other. It was like we were lifelong friends. And unfortunately he passed away this week. Again, he was a great guy, great captain. He touched a lot of people's souls. He was a great mentor to a lot of people that I know personally. It was funny, he used to joke around and say, Todd, when he was fishing inshore when I was guiding, he says, I never see you. The only time I see you is when you're running from spot to spot, but I don't actually see you fishing. I said, well, there's a reason for that, because I don't like to be around people. I want to be in areas where there's not a lot of people. So we always had a mutual respect for each other, a high respect for each other. And like I said, he was a great person, and he touched a lot of people's lives. So I just want to send my condolences to his family, Captain Billy Nobles, and fair winds and following seas to him. It always stinks to lose people unexpectedly like that, and it's been tough for the fishing community around here, and because he's going to be sorely missed. Captain Brandon McCorkle, if you don't know, he was his first mate for I think 6 years. So Brandon and him were extremely close, but he did touch a lot of lives, and that's a good thing. He's going to be remembered as a great person. And so again, condolences to his family. Again, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful weekend this weekend. We have all the bait that you guys need. We have shrimp, we have We have white bait, we have fiddler crabs. The only thing I don't have is pinfish. We have frozen bait, everything that you need. So if you're on the South Shore, come by and see us. We have all the bait that you need. We open at 5:30, close at 5 p.m. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.